Hey guys, I know you're expecting Aya, but she's just too nervous and I don't think we can expect to see her for a while. Maybe, we can show her how comfortable we are doing this and she'll gain some confidence. But for now, I think a new format I'm thinking of. Instead of losing Aya's spot, we can do something, we're interested in doing. So today, I'm just going off the cuff and talking about something I find interesting since I've been traveling all over the world. So I guess what I wanted to talk about while I is away is, all of us, all four of us have lived in and out of America and a lot of places, and we've traveled quite a bit. And something that I've always found interesting is people's views on American football and soccer within America, and then people's views on American football and soccer outside of America. It's always been really interesting to me because I love both sports. You guys know I'm a huge Cyclone fan, where I went to university. They have a good football team. We've had better days, but I love my team no matter what. So that's where my American football passion goes. And as far as soccer goes, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm an AFC Wimbledon fan, and the team I follow the most, as you guys probably already also know, is the Denver Broncos. So I like both sports, but what I've noticed is in America, soccer is seen as a wimpier sport for some reason. Although it's quite tough. I mean, I've tried playing it. I'm just not as good with my feet. I played American football in high school, and I thought I did pretty well. I enjoyed it. I played wide receiver, and it was a lot of fun. But when I came here, I tried to play soccer, and it just wasn't that great. But it's a tough sport, and I'm not sure why the image in America is so negative of soccer. But during the World Cup, it's always really hyped. So it's every 4 years that America really gets back into being interested in soccer. But as far as how American football is viewed outside of America, when I was in England, I had some experiences with that, and in the Middle East, and wherever I've been outside of America, it's always interesting how people view American football. They kind of think of it like almost like rugby, but more discombobulated. Like, they always explain it to me as if people are just jumping over each other. And all the games I've ever played, and whether I've watched them or played them or like actually physically played, like versus a video game is what I mean. I've never seen anyone jump on top of each other. Maybe during a fumble, but that's a rare thing to have a scrum like you would in rugby. But they see it as this like barbaric, boneheaded game, but it's actually one of the most intelligent games I've ever encountered. I mean, the amount of tactics that goes into the game, and you've heard of Peyton Manning, and the reason he's so good is not because of anything physical he does, it's because his brain is just above and beyond most people. And that's what it takes to be successful at American football. So I think it's interesting that outside of America, everybody is always really interested in bashing American football, and in America everyone's really interested in bashing soccer. So, but what it ultimately comes down to is lack of understanding, and I think there's a greater lesson in that. Is wherever we go in our lives, we meet people that like something and dislike something, but a lot of the times that negativity comes from lack of understanding. I think if people outside of America really got into American football, they'd learn to love it. And Americans too. I mean, Americans seem to forget that every World Cup, people go crazy about soccer, but somehow the year after that, everyone forgets how much they loved it. And when it comes to anything else in life, I think before you can really judge it, you need to understand it. If you feel like you don't understand something enough, but you still don't like it, I think you're doing yourself a disservice. I think that's kind of the lesson I've gotten out of experiencing the simple comparison between American football and soccer. I just wanted to share that with you guys. Would love to know what your opinion is on understanding or on American football and soccer. But this is that's it. Go Cyclones.